terrifying creatures that you should know about. First up, we have the Dybbuk. Now, a Dybbuk is from Jewish mythology, and it is a spirit of a deceased person. But this spirit has a grudge. Now, unlike a regular run-of-the-mill spooky ghost, a Dybbuk is a ghost that can possess a person. Typically, a Dybbuk will possess a person who is in their family, or a close family friend, or a lover, but they can really possess anybody that they choose. They will then use this living human body to complete whatever it is they need to do to be settled in the afterlife. Spoiler alert, it's usually something terrible. Most of the time, a priest is required in order to perform an exorcism to fully rid the living person of the Dybbuk. And don't get me started on Dybbuk boxes. If you've ever seen the movie Possession, that's a Dybbuk. Next up, we have the Golem from Jewish folklore. The Golem is a man who is made out of clay or mud, and even though he looks like a human being, he is not human at all. Whoever creates the Golem uses very specific words on or in the body of the Golem in order to animate it. The Golem will then do anything that its creator asks it to do. This could be as simple as day-to-day tasks or things that are way more sinister. The Golem was featured in an episode of The X-Files where a family created one in order to avenge the death of their family member who was the victim of a hate crime. Last on the list, but the most terrifying if you live in Appalachia, are the mimics. Mimics are creatures that live in the forest, and they can imitate the voices of anybody you know, including yourself. The rule of thumb is if a mimic sounds far away, it's really close. But if it sounds close, it's pretty far away. You never want to follow a mimic because it will lead you further and further into the forest. And if you're with a group of people, it will try to get you by yourself. A lot of people who follow mimics into the forest don't come back. There's a lot of speculation as to what a mimic is. Some people believe that they are actually aliens, while others believe that they are ancient creatures that have lived in the forest forever, because the Appalachian Mountains are older than literally like everything. Since the mimic's main goal is to take you away, the best course of action is to completely ignore a mimic if you hear one. Don't follow a voice into the forest, and never, ever whistle in the woods.